Let's get this started. Welcome to PAFO Plus. I'll start off by saying I was doing the after the morning after this morning, and KG was asking why I didn't have this sent to him already. Little housekeeping. I will explain that PAFO doesn't drop until Wednesday at 6 a.m. All right, I go on the air at 11. So I don't set my alarm, but I'm usually up by 7, 7:30. Got up a little after 7, made coffee, brushed my teeth, went downstairs, smoked a cigarette, came up. By that time, it was like 7:30. I listened to the podcast, 2 hours. Got done at 9:30, a little after 9:30, because I take a break, go down, smoke, come back up. So about 9:45, I got done with it. I leave the house at 10:15. So if you think I have time to sit down, record all of my notes that I've taken, and take a shower and leave by 10, you're crazy. So I do it when I get home. So I'm doing it now. It's probably about 12 o'clock. No, 12:30, 12:45. So I did it as soon as I got home. Got undressed, doing the show with pants on. So that's it. It doesn't drop till tomorrow. I would say if you wanted it that early to take cuts out of it and promote it, great, but you don't do that. So you're going to keep getting it Wednesday afternoon. I will say the studio is coming along. The lighting was perfect today. A lot of little blue and pink. Talking about the brick on the back wall. I can't see it because it's so dark. Because of the lighting, I can't really see the brick wall back there. But it's coming along. I don't know what the coffee maker and five cups of coffee in the middle of the table were. But anyway, maybe put some kind of a vase or something up there. But it's coming along. Good job, Zoe and KG. I don't think Chris has done any work on it, but it's coming along nicely. It looks like a podcast studio. A couple of chairs, Chris in the couch, and I wasn't fat shaming you last week, Chris. It was more a comment about it looks like a pretty shitty couch, used, probably have some cum stains on it. It's been worn in, so when you sit, you sink. Nothing to do about your weight. It's more speaking about how probably shitty the couch is. But anyway, it's coming along. Chris on the couch, the two chairs next to each other. It might be better if you put Chris in a chair. Maybe a nice recliner. Either way, it's coming along nicely. Good job, guys. And I didn't slander Zoe. She said I slandered her when I said she bought the Grand Theft Auto from Charlie. It was mainly just me a way of saying that I play Grand Theft Auto for the stealing of the cars and the hookers. But if I said you bought it for him, I apologize. I think it was more like Chris knew Charlie wasn't allowed to buy it, and Zoe let him buy it. Maybe Zoe knew, maybe Zoe didn't. I don't know. But I wasn't slandering you. I wasn't slandering you, Zoe. Just me, a way of talking about Grand Theft Auto. KG still having trouble adjusting to St. Louis after 5 days in California a month ago. I'm with you. Like when I come back from Hedo every year, 2 weeks in Jamaica, it'd take me a while to not be homesick for Jamaica, but it'd take me like 4 or 5 days, and I was back into the swing, not 3 or 4 weeks. But anyway, get over it, buddy. KG is finally making money on his AI songs that you stole. I don't know how that works. I mean, if you don't have I guess you own it because you put it together, but basically you throw some words into AI, they put a song together for you, you use somebody else. I guess you're using Sabrina Carpenter's voice, which I don't know how that's legal, but I don't know how you make money off of taking someone else's voice and made up lyrics. But you say you're making money at that's good. I think I looked it up where you make 3 cents per download. So you do the math. I'm not going to, but to make a couple $100, how many 100,000 downloads is that? I don't know, but if you are, good luck. Congratulations. But actually, you're not making money. You said you've made some money, but not enough to pay for what you paid for the rights and the subscribing fee or whatever. So, but you're getting there. At least you're making some money off it. I get it. I'm not making a ton on my Patreon page, but I'm making a little bit of money. So good luck to you. Uh, this is one that's it's. I mean, they got into near death experiences. Um, and KG told one that I don't think he'd lie about this, but it's just unbelievable to me that this happened and nobody got hurt. KG said he was driving down the highway doing 70 miles an hour, and out of nowhere, a tire went into his window. And he said he didn't have an accident, he didn't swerve. That's hard to believe because when I got rear-ended by an 18-wheeler, I mean, I had no control over the car. I was just like, oh, I hope I don't hit anything. You don't have the wherewithal to tire hit you. Well, that's a tire. Going to do anything to me. Keep driving. I would have, you would have had to swerve. I mean, even when you're like, I'm driving and a bird comes at the window and, flies across. I'm like, whoa, that's a tire into your window and put a hole in your window and didn't swerve, didn't hit a car, nothing. I, God love you. I'm not saying you're going to lie about a story like that, but that's just hard to believe. Um, I mean, a tire, and the tire didn't bounce off your car and hit some other car, and no cars swerving around tires, and nobody had an accident. A tire flying down the highway off of your windshield into somebody else's car. They hit it, it goes someplace else. I don't get it, especially, you said it was a crowded highway doing 70. That's hard to believe, but glad you're okay. Um, the logistics just don't add up to me. Not calling you a liar. I'm just saying I'm having a hard time believing that there was no accident involved in anybody doing 70 miles an hour and a tire just comes flying into your windshield. That is hard to believe to me, buddy. And I gotta say, KG and Zoe admitted they don't listen to PAFO Plus. I listen to your podcast. Of course, I have to because I have to do this. I don't have to. I actually pitched this idea to Chris to do this because I thought it'd be fun. But you don't listen to my PFO Plus. So when I say stuff, you don't know what I'm saying. All you do is if KG puts a clip up, then you'll comment on the clip. I know Chris listens, but you guys don't. You guys got to start listening because I throw stuff out there that you guys could comment on. Like one of the topics I gave you 2 weeks in a row about uh, dating someone if you're an alcoholic or you're bipolar and you're on an app. Do you tell people about that ahead of time or do you wait? What is the protocol there? I thought it'd be a good topic to talk about since KG and Zoe are both on dating apps. But you don't listen to this podcast, so you don't know that I brought that up. Give it a listen. You may like it. I guess there was another final destination when KG talked about that, but he also said he jumped over a fire and just laid there. Chris said he put some gasoline on a fire and didn't catch on fire, but the nozzle was on fire. He blew it out. But KG said he was drinking one night and he tried to jump over a bonfire and fell into the middle of it and just laid in the bonfire and just walked out of it. I mean, who the fuck are you, Daenerys? Mother of dragons? Did you come out with a couple of dinosaur or a couple of dragon eggs too? Jesus Christ. You got hit by a tire and didn't have an accident. You laid in a fire and didn't get burned. Living a great life, buddy. Oh, then you also crashed a moped into the Blue Mountain when you're in the Blue Mountains, and you didn't get scathed. There's something about you. You don't get scathed. Your ex-wife's whole leg was ripped up, and you landed on your feet. You're living a charmed life, buddy. That's 3 accidents you talked about, and nothing happened to you. I've seen road rash. You probably shouldn't be driving a moped in the Blue Mountains, especially you're driving on the wrong side of the road. And I'm sure, I've been to a tour in the Blue Mountains, and it's mainly just fucking paths. There's no fucking paved highways going up the Blue Mountains, for the most part. So I could see it, but I when I lived in Bermuda, how many people I saw come in the restaurant for dinner that just had road rash all over their leg because they don't know how to drive a moped. They're not used to driving on that side of the street. I mean, your whole vacation is fucked because your whole leg is fucked up. Your arm's fucked up. Can't go out in the sun because you got to put cream all over that thing. Now, I would just suggest staying off the mopeds in foreign countries that you know nothing about. But again, you were unscathed. Or ex-wife, all fucked up. KG, the unscathed one. Um, Again, I didn't fat shame Chris. I was just talking about the couch. Uh, I gotta find out about this though. You said you went to a free food store, not a food bank. It's not. That's what I thought it was. I thought you're talking about homeless people or people on welfare that they get to go in and get food. You said no, it's for everybody. You just go in and get free food. What the fuck is this? I'm sure it's probably expiration's gone and uh, pastries is probably all fucked up. Icing's all fucked up. The cake's probably stale. But I never heard of a store like that. Just come on in, free food, get a number, just take what you want, fill up a bag. I never heard of that. I've heard of taking care of the needy people, but just anybody can come off the street and get free food. What do they get out of it? The store's not charging you if it's free. You got to pay for that lease on the building. I'm sure the food is probably donated, but who would donate it? There's restaurants that will donate like leftover rolls and things for soup kitchens. Yeah, we'll donate. Just give it away free, whatever you want to do. I've never heard of that before. I may go into this store and just fucking film it for my Patreon page because this sounds like something to me. Um, KG made beef and threw 10 eggs in there and had it all week. Then I just called a meatloaf minus the onions and green peppers. Big chunk of meat, 10 eggs, mix it up and cook it. And it's like a hamburger with egg. Say, what's the recipe for that? Hamburger and egg. At least throw some onions and green peppers in there, make a meatloaf out of it. And Zoe's first job was at a snow cone place called the Slut Hut. Would you really call a snow cone shop Slut Hut? I mean, who's going to go there? What is the purpose of the title, Slut Hut? It sounds like a fucking massage parlor. Anybody horny? Yeah, let's go over to the Slut Hut. I've never heard say, hey, you want a snow cone? Yeah, let's go to the Slut Hut. I mean, man, if they got women there, that's degrading women because they're probably thinking that's who's working there. The sluts, that's wrong. So I find that odd that you would take the time to start a business and let's call it Slut Hut. I mean, that's like if I bought a restaurant, the name isn't everything. You think Domino's would be going good? Hey, we got a new pizza place. It's called Slut Hut, not Pizza Hut, Slut Hut. They wouldn't be selling any pizzas. Pizza Hut, Slut Hut. The name isn't everything. I don't think I would start a business and say, hey, let's call it Slut Hut. I'm in on that. I would like to know how long that place stayed in business. KG may have a date this week, although that was taped on last Friday, which means he would have had the date last weekend. So I guess we'll find out next one how that date went. But he was deciding whether he wanted to go on Father's Day, but then found out his Father's Days they're celebrating on Saturday, so that was a moot point. Whether you're gonna have a date on Father's Day or not, because you're not doing it on Father's Day, you're doing something the day before Father's Day. So maybe it's a way of you saying you may have a date. Um, I don't know. We'll hear about that next week. Um, yeah, I heard you say you'd like to get David Freese on the podcast. Good luck. That'd be a good pickup. I don't think he'll do it. And he doesn't do a lot of podcasts anyway. He's down there with his kids and his wife in Austin, just chilling. Um, So I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying I don't think it'll happen. I hope it does. It'd be great for your show. But I don't think it really talks a lot about when he was drinking either. He might have once or twice after he retired, but I don't think he's really likes talking about that period of time. Maybe I could be wrong, but you got to think big, buddy. I get it. You got to think big for the big guest. Um, just do a little checking. Do Google David Freese interviews and see if he's done any interviews talking about when he was drinking and why he stopped drinking. See if he's talked about it a lot. I don't think he has, but maybe he has. Um, Chris is going to call in from Italy. I will give the chances of that working 1%. I know KG's pretty good with technical stuff and you know videos and things like that, editing. I don't see a phone in there. Maybe there is, and I've never seen it. I don't see a phone anywhere around there. So I don't know if you have the wherewithal to hook up a phone to a board, pot it up when it's call, take a call, and have it over the air. I mean, Chris leaves for Italy tomorrow. I think you're taping Friday. In 2 days, I don't think you'll get that hooked up. So I'm saying the chances of Chris calling in from Italy and being on the air are 1%. And I'm not sure at the end of the show talking about airheads. I'll be honest, I'm an old fuck. I don't know what an airhead is. Is it some sort of a gummy pop? I don't know, but Chloe was saying she was having white whiteheads or airheads, white airheads, and had some blue and red air. I don't know what an airhead is. Probably everybody listening knew what an airhead is. I don't know what an airhead is. So for the older people that are watching, uh, explain what that is. What an airhead is. I don't know what it is. And I want to give a shout out to Milburn. Chris ended the show by talking about a Moto Mart guy who spoke his mind and said, "This is my last day. I'm retiring because I'm tired of these old fucking people bitching, and I'm tired of the fucking people I work with, and I'm already retired. I don't need the fucking money to put up with this bullshit. I'm leaving after today." Shout out to Milburn. The only Milburn I know besides you now is Milburn Drysdale from the Beverly Hillbillies. Um, I love the name Milburn, but shout out to you, Milburn, for not putting up with people's shit just for money. God love you. All right, that's it for this week. Uh, Another good podcast they had. I enjoyed it. A lot of topics they covered. I will always find something to nitpick and complain about because that's what I do. But I enjoyed the podcast. It was fun. With Chris gone, I think Zoe and KG are going to do one by themselves. Chris is talking about going live at some point, a couple days a week. That'd be fun. And Zoe and KG said they're going to do a dating show. On what? I mean, Zoe, I don't know if Zoe's dating anybody. She could. I mean, Zoe would have no problem finding dates. She never talks about it, but Zoe is attractive. She's got a great personality. She's funny as fuck. An infectious laugh, a gorgeous smile. She could date anybody she wanted to. KG, on the other hand, is having trouble. 60 putt shack dates and nothing. So I don't know what you would talk about on a dating show. Maybe next week explain what you would actually do on a dating show, a show about dating, because how not to get a date at putt shack, I don't know. But you'll have to explain that one to me, what kind of a show that will be. Anyway, that's it for this week. I hope everybody enjoys it. If you want to leave a comment, go ahead. If you don't, that's fine too. But we'll be back at it again next week after I listen to their podcast with just Zoe and KG. Maybe it'll be a shorter podcast. Try and keep it to like 30 minutes for me. That'd be great. But anyway, we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening.